Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm taking some Turkish Nescafe. So in today's video, I want to share with you some of my top tips when it comes to saving money when you are new here in Turkey as a foreigner. I want to tell you these tips so that you can actually pick them and start using them, especially when you are new here in Turkey. And some of these tips that I want to share with you, they don't just mean that it can be done here only in Turkey. It can be anywhere, wherever you are, even in your local country. You can use these tips and actually save a lot of thousand or a lot of money just when you are starting a new life or even in your local normal life. Okay, welcome to my channel. My name is Phoebe. I'm a content creator, an entrepreneur, a mother, a wife, and all this good stuff. So, karibu sana if you're Kenyan, Oshkalnes if you're Turkish, welcome if you are English person, okay? Sometimes I'm selfish, get jealous. Tamam? My toddler is here. He's gonna be making some little noise. You're gonna bear with me. So let's start by saying the first tip that I have for you. The first tip is actually for you to buy food in bulk. When you are going to the market, remember we need to eat. Like right now, I'm drinking some Nescafe. I just finished my breakfast earlier before. We need to eat, because why are we making money if we can't take care of ourselves? You need to eat, and for you to eat good food here. And let me tell you, Turkey is a place whereby food, when you come here, I kid you not, write in the comment below if you like Turkish cuisines. When you come here, you will witness Turkish have a lot of good cuisines, a lot of products that are organic. They are actually directly from the farm to the market, directly from the farm to the factory where they process and preserve. So make sure that you're buying in bulk. Don't go, for instance, you're buying one piece of, let's say one piece of, let's say you want to buy one piece of, let's say these beans that are packed. Instead of buying one packet, buy in bulk. And also sometimes you have offers. So make sure that you are buying in bulk. Just make sure you are buying more things so that you can reduce the cost of money when it comes to buying or budgeting. Okay, that's number one. My tip number two, always preserve food. Learn from Turkish people how to preserve food. If you don't know, in this house, should I show you or should I not show you? I'm going to show you. In this house, we have a lot of preserved food. My mother-in-law keeps sending some stuff, and also I all try to preserve them by myself, but mostly it is my mother-in-law who makes some of the preserved food here in Turkey, in my home. So learn to preserve food. For instance, tomatoes. Right now, previously we were in summer. It is almost in fall or coming to autumn, or we are at least going to winter season. So previously, my mother-in-law was too much packing some fruits, preserving some fruits, preserving for me tomatoes. So learn how to preserve food so that when it comes to winter, this season, you can use the food that you have actually preserved. It is one way of, one fun way of making and actually reducing the cost of money when it comes to food. Because when you take preserved food, for instance, in this house, we have preserved food like chilies, tomatoes, tomato paste, bread, natural bread. Like this is natural bread that is preserved, highly preserved, and it is so delicious. I kid you not. So some of these things, even the fruits, you can have dry fruits. Like for instance, if it is a season of fruits and they are fresh, you can preserve them by actually finding ways to preserve, like drying them. I have some resins. We had so much harvest of crepes, so we had to actually preserve them by drying them and cleaning them and doing all the thorough things when it comes to preserving, naturally preserving. And then we're gonna be using during the winter. We have some fig that I have preserved, my mother-in-law preserved for me, and then we're gonna be using them in winter. So learn how to preserve food. If you have a Turkish friend, always ask her or him, how do we preserve this kind of food? They're going to teach you. Turkish people, they are so friendly. They're going to tell you, oh, boo, tamam, yeah. So now you pick a conversation and then they're going to start actually telling you how to preserve. That is the beauty, and that is something that makes me feel want to stay here more because of the things that are happening here, fun things, okay? That is number 2. Okay, number 3, learn to live in cheaper cities. Turkey has a very beautiful places to live in. Whichever part you choose, at least there is something fascinating. So learn to live in cheaper cities. Like if you are coming, I know most of people when they come, they go to Istanbul. They start with Istanbul. Istanbul is a very beautiful city, cosmopolitan city. It is a city that has a lot of history and a lot of places to visit, but also it is one of the highest or one of the expensive city to live in, especially when you are coming as a foreigner, a new person. If you don't know this vichorochoro in Kenya we call the corners here and there. If you don't know and if you don't have connections for people to show you the vichorochoros, my friend, you better be ready to spend some money, good money, when it comes to housing. However, there are also areas whereby you can live in comfortably and also they are more cheaper. If you're looking for a house to rent or you are looking for some places to buy and sit and settle with your family, if you're a foreigner and you are stuck, just consult me on this email. I'm gonna recommend to you one of my favorite places to live in and also give you an offer. Okay, another tip when it comes to cost, reducing the cost of living here in Turkey or wherever you are, it is actually to learn to cancel some subscriptions. For instance, you are a lover of maybe some designs or just for fun on your telephone or some games on your telephone and they are taking a lot of subscription money. You don't need them, especially when you are just in a foreign country or when you don't have a lot of money. You can cancel them and instead try to actually replace them with a subscription that will make money for you. For instance, you can find any affiliate links and subscription or apps that actually pay you when someone actually uses them. And also you can actually find apps that actually bring money in. For instance, when you're using Canva is a free and also a pro version that helps you to make more designs and also make more things just using the Canva. You can post on social media and start earning money, like making books, like making digital products. So Canva is an amazing place or amazing app that I can highly tell you that you can actually subscribe, especially for the pro version, and start making money instead of subscribing things that are not bringing in money. I'm going to leave a link of my Canva Pro. You can actually use it for 1 month, a free trial, start designing stuff and start selling on your social media. Okay, this is how we normally make money. So replace those subscriptions that you are using that are not bringing in money and actually start using the ones that are bringing in money. If you have different kinds of games that you are playing, you are subscribed, they are not bringing in money, try to replace them. Another tip when it comes to reducing the cost of living when you are in a new country, especially in Turkey, try to find second-hand products. Don't say that, oh, because people will think I'm cheaper, or people will say, oh, I don't like this, or blah, blah, blah. People will talk. Let them talk. Don't mind about the people. You go ahead and find places for second-hand things, stuff. Especially we have things like apps like on Facebook Marketplace. We have a lot of good products that are second-hand, but they are cheaper than the new ones. For instance, you are moving in a new place, in a new house, and you don't have a carpet, you don't have a couch, you don't have some stuff in the kitchen. Try Marketplace like on Facebook. Also, we have in Turkey these apps that they are normally posting second-hand products like garderobe Gardrop is one of the app here in Turkey that have seen amazing amazing stuffs for actually second hand at a cheaper price. They are so good. You even if it is clothes, you can just buy clothes, see a good clothes, maybe it's selling maybe 50 lira, 70 lira, then come wash nicely, iron it and put on. Who knows that you are wearing a second hand cloth? For instance, this one, if I'm wearing, do you know it is a brand new or it's not a brand new? So tell me in the comment section if you have tried some of these things that I'm talking about. Okay, I want to hear from you. And also, if you're liking my videos and you are thinking that I'm making sense, and if I'm not making and you just like me for no reason, subscribe to my channel and also like this video. Just give it a thumbs up because you are actually helping me in terms of sharing and also in terms of YouTube algorithm. Okay, so let's go ahead. Another thing that I will advise you if you are a foreigner coming into a new place like here in Turkey, try to bring in things from your local country. You know that you're traveling next month and you know very well that you are coming here maybe for a long stay, and finding some stuff like we Africans, for instance, something to do with the hair braiding, like these braids, like oil, like some stuff that you know very well you won't find in Turkey. Try to bring them more from your local country and then you can preserve them. If I tell you, right now I'm wearing my natural hair, but normally I have braids, the braids ones. They have stayed for almost 1 year. I just remove, and then clean them with the shampoo and conditioning, and then I put on again, I twist again, I make braids again, and that's how I actually recycle all the time and save money. Because if I go for to buy new one, just one packet here, I have seen almost maybe around 100 Turkish lira in the markets. One braid, one packet, and it is so costly. Imagine if you're using like 5 packets, maybe the minimum or the average can be 60 lira or 70 lira, which is a lot of money. And that is just only the packets, like only the braids. You have not included the person who will be making or who will be braiding or who will be styling, and it is a lot of money, by the way. So this is one trick that you can use when you are coming in a foreign land. Now, concerning about braiding and the hair, another tip that you can actually always try, even if it is not in Turkey, try to make sure that you are doing things by yourself. Instead of hiring someone to fix something in your home, for instance, you bought something and you are wondering how will I do, try to read the manual script there that the catalog that normally comes with that appliance or whichever thing that you are doing. Just try to fix by yourself. I know a lot of you have creativity skills that you have not discovered. Maybe you bought a toy for your kid, or you bought something in the house and you don't know how to fix it. Just try, sit down, try, and you never know, you will be an expert in doing such things. So instead of paying someone to actually fix something in your home, try as much as possible to actually do it by yourself. Now, if it is actually braiding the hair, for instance, you are coming here and you think that, oh, I'm going to go to the salon and do everything, or they will do everything for me. You can do that, and I'm not saying that you should not do. Try and go and see the experience. However, if you have kids, you are moving here with the kids, you will realize that you will be spending a lot of more money when you are going to the salons and making their hair. For instance, you are coming here, you have 3 kids, girls and boys. Let's say you have maximum 3 kids, maybe 1 girl or 2 girls and 1 boy. These girls together with you, they need the hair to be washed, to be cleaned, to be straightened, and also to be braided. You can imagine, for instance, one person braiding your hair, cleaning it, and everything can cost you around, maybe if it is less, it can cost you around 500 Turkish lira. You can imagine 500 Turkish lira, or that is around how much, let me see, 20, 10, 20, maybe 30 or 35 dollars here in Turkey. Maybe I'm just the minimum, that is the minimum. Maybe $35 or $40 per person, just cleaning and straightening. Then you include, and this is in smaller cities. In larger cities like Istanbul, you find even $100 just for that, braiding and everything. Especially if you are a foreigner, you want new styles, it is a little bit higher, okay? But if you are local, like a local, cutting your hair and making your hair, I think it is not too much, okay? Because the dollar right now is too higher than the Turkish lira, sorry. Sorry, okay? So try always to make your hair by yourself. Try to braid your kids. Try to cut them the hair by yourself. You don't need to go to the salon each and every week actually doing that, okay? Now, another way you can actually save money here in Turkey is actually to buy fake brands. Of course, I know I hope I won't be saying something wrong, but here in Turkey we have a lot of fake brands, Adidas, like Zara, all those fake brands here, but they have a high quality product. Like, they are selling high quality products. Like the clothes, you can see these clothes, you can find them on Zara, on market, at a higher price. But here in Turkey, the same cloth costs maybe 200 Turkish lira, 400 Turkish lira, 300 Turkish lira, depending on which one you want, which is a way much better than actually buying the real brand. Even the bags for ladies, you can find a lot of good products, like a lot of good bags here in Turkey with the brand names that are fake, and who knows that it is original or it's not original. After all, nobody will be, unless just someone who want to interfere with your life. But you can see a good quality product, and then they can someone can see and admire it. They won't be knowing if it is real or not real, unless they want, actually they are so selective and so intrusive into your life. Nobody will know. They will just see you with the new bag written Zara, with the new clothes written something, and then they will admire it, they want to wear it, but they won't be actually emphasizing, oh, that brand is like this and this. There are a lot of good products here in Turkey that are fake brands. So try to buy as more as you can if you have the money, and you can save money instead of going to buy the real brands, okay? And I'm not saying that you should not buy. You buy if you have someone who can actually help you and get all those money. Go ahead and buy. Spoil yourself, okay? Another tip, maybe this should be the first one, try to share a room, a place to live. You are just coming in as a new person, and maybe you are coming for a work, or you are coming for visit, depending on you, what your purpose of coming here in Turkey. Try to find other people who are actually who can actually accommodate you and actually share a room or share a place. We have a lot of Africans, we have a lot of foreigners, Asians, Europeans, a lot of people who are here in Turkey, and they are doing this. Learn to share a room, or learn to actually share a place whereby you are reducing, you can actually share the cost of rent, because here in Turkey some places are very high in terms of rental, okay? So you better actually try and find a way to actually find someone who can accommodate you and actually share the cost, okay? Another tip that will actually help you to reduce the cost of living here is actually to switch off the appliances that you are not using. For instance, you are in the living room and the kitchen lights are on. Try to switch off, because here bills are higher in terms of rent, in terms of electricity, in terms of water. They might be higher. So try to switch off the appliances or the things that you are not using. For instance, instead of actually just going to the bathroom, I know this thing happened several times even for me, when you're brushing your teeth and you just open the tap and then you start brushing where the tap is actually that the water is running. This is not good. You're wasting water. You should try and put it off and then continue with what you are doing, and then actually go ahead and cleanse yourself. For instance, if you have kids and they want to take a shower, instead of them using the shower all the time, like all the time, put the water in a packet, let them sit there, play there for maybe for a long time. My son normally goes to the washroom or to the shower room, and then he takes almost 30 to 45 minutes just sitting, playing with toys and everything. Can you imagine if the shower tap is running, like the water is running during this time? Can you imagine the amount of water I will be wasting? So always learn to make sure that you're finding ways to reduce cost in terms of appliances, in terms of switching off things that you are not using. For instance, at night, if you're sleeping and we have security, of course, Turkey places, most places here in Turkey, they are more safer compared to other places that I have lived. So if you are sleeping at night, instead of leaving the light on, try to switch off. Okay, don't be afraid. Are you afraid? Do you normally get afraid? Let me tell you a story. When I came here first, I used to have this fear, like, I was afraid, and all the time I could put on the lights so that I can sleep. And my husband was like, oh my God, why are you afraid? Nothing will happen to you. There are so many people here. There are lights outside. Why are you afraid? And then I later came to actually realize that I'm spending a lot of money. Like he's spending a lot of money paying the bills and everything. And then like, no, this must actually stop. And also to improve my level of not being afraid, I just switch off the lights when I'm sleeping. I don't need them. I'm sleeping. Tell me in the comment section if you ever actually have this phobia, or if you have this, not phobia, if you have this kind of fear. Okay, last but not least, I know I talk too much. Last but not least, my dear friends, I always advise you to actually find ways to bring in more money, so that apart from what you are earning, if you are working, if you came here to study, find ways to actually make money, make more money. If you're coming from Africa like me, if you're Kenyan, and then we have different kinds of jobs that you can do that can bring in money. If you want to be a digital nomad like me, and you just want to sit at home and do some stuff and earn money, you can do it. You can do it. It is very possible. If you are not that tech, like you don't want things to do with the just sitting and doing that, you want to go outside and do blah blah blah, you can take other part-time jobs like cleaning people's home, like helping them in the production, in terms of factory jobs. You can be a babysitter, you can be a manager, you can be a sales lady, you can be a housekeeper, you can be a waiter, waitress, depending on where you are. If possible, try to find more ways to actually earn money in a foreign land, not only in Turkey, but wherever you are. Take those extra jobs so that you can increase the level of earning and also reduce the cost of spending money. I'm gonna quickly wrap the whole video by saying that, or by giving you my last tip, is actually try to cook the food by yourself. Okay, eat more at home than eating outside. Of course, if it is in Turkey, you're gonna get amazing food. You're gonna get a lot of good food at a cheaper price because of the cost of living, like in terms of dollar and the lira. However, if you are not in Turkey, you are in other countries, I know it can be a lot of money eating outside, and especially if you have kids, maybe a table of 5 or 6 people, it can be costly. So instead of going to spend money outside, try to buy some food or food from outside, come home, let the kids help you to cook the food and eat at home. And I'm not saying that you should not go outside. Go outside, have fun, and also eat outside, eat cheaper, go to cheaper stores, buy stuff, buy good clothes at a cheaper price. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this short video or long video. If you're liking my content and you want to help me, please do me a favor. Just subscribe to my channel, like this video, give me a thanks button, or press the thanks button to actually appreciate me, and also watch my ads when they are popping. Do not skip them, just watch them, and that's how you're gonna be helping me make more money while I'm sitting and taking my coffee here. Until next time again, I'll see you. Bye bye. Guru Shuru.